BS3 Network, changing the way you watch TV.
What's up, guys? Chef Jeff, this dope cooking show. Look, we are going on location. I gotta do some cooking, so I'm gonna take y'all with me. What's up, guys? Chef Jeff, this dope cooking show. I'm on location. I'm working today, so I figured why don't I take y'all with me, right? So here we are. We on location. We're gonna do some grilled asparagus. We're gonna do some grilled chicken with a Dijon mustard sauce. And we're gonna do some mashed potatoes, rosemary garlic mashed potatoes. It's for like 20 people, so it's gonna be real quick, real easy. But I wanted to show y'all some of the different things that I do, based from me just working at home versus working in a more professional type of environment, right? Also, like, let's kill two birds with one stone. I gotta work and I gotta record, so let's do it, right? So what y'all been up to, huh? I've been chilling. Dude, the kids gone back to school, right? The boys started. They both go to the one same school now. So it works. Like, hey, one drop off, I gotta drive all over town. So that's cool. That's working out for me. My college baby came home for a week and then went back to school. Like, gone. So, I mean, she's off to her next semester of school. She's gonna be doing, whatever it is she's doing. She moved like an hour away. So she came back from Austin, right? Doing her internship. They loved her. Then she's gone back to her college, and their actual dorm for the upperclassmen is like an hour away from where we stay. So you on your own, kid. Like, call me and I can like Uber Eats you something, like, or like DoorDash you some groceries. But for the most part, like, she got it. I mean, she's like on her like step by step path to like adulthood and handling her own business, things like that. So, she seems to be doing pretty good. So I'm glad that she is, adjusting, and she's making, speaking up for herself and, advocating for herself. Her school has a lot of faith in her. So they have put her in positions that, other people have failed at. She's succeeded greatly in. So I'm proud of her for that. And she's doing her thing. The boys, they got a new principal who actually, she was a principal in Dubai, which was really cool to hear. But she's real down to earth. I like her. Zeke is really adjusting well. Now, he don't have that nap. That nap, listen, nap time is a must. I think they just ought to incorporate that. You have a lunch break, you get a 15-minute break, a lunch break, and a nap break. I just think they ought to have naps. Like, naps should be a part of the day. But Zeke ain't getting that nap, so he come home from school and he is wiped out. Like, he's like, I'm tired, I'm ready to go to bed. Okay, let's go to bed then. Here you go. Like, but that shift from summertime, stay up all night, go to sleep, wake up, go to sleep again. Oh, they weren't ready for it. And I was here to serve it up. Got to get up. Shouldn't have been up to 3 o'clock in the morning. Sorry. You should go to sleep at night. Now, we did get like a dumbed down version of the melatonin that we normally give them, so it ain't doing too much. So they kind of on their own. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But, they adjusting. He's, happy to take his lunch. He's in love with his water bottle. He got a water bottle with his name on it. He's getting adjusted. And the classroom is like, okay, yeah, he'll be all right. You know what I mean? I was a little worried at first, but he's going to be fine. Jaden, of course, is in heaven because he's back with his buddies. They doing their thing, whatever they do at school. So he like, yeah, let's go to school. It took him a minute, you know what I mean? They had a good summer. I took them to Dave and Buster's and Chuck E. Cheese. Hey, okay, FYI, Chuck E. Cheese got a pass. You pay like $49 for it, I think, maybe $39, and you can come in and play for like 50 minutes. I know our kids ain't finna be in Chuck E. Cheese like 50 minutes, like nonstop. So like, it gives you the opportunity to like let them play, and you can chill. And by the time they get tired, it's time to go. So from me to you, get that pass from Chuck E. Cheese, and y'all can just randomly go. Chuck E. Cheese, they did good with their PPP loan. They just stepped their entertainment up. They just stepped up their costumes, the salad bars, though. And then the pizza, the pizza's all right. It don't taste like Jack's Pizza from Walmart or the frozen section no more. So they doing all right. I think Charles Entertainment Cheese did his thing with upgrade using his PPP loan to upgrade Chuck E. Cheese. At least by me. I don't know what you got over where you at, but where I stay, Chuck E. Cheese all right. But my kids prefer Dave and Buster's, but Chuck E. Cheese, they'll take that too, as long as they're doing something fun, right? Anyway, so we're going to get into today. We're going to start by prepping the chicken, getting it seasoned up, and then we're going to grill it. We're going to use a grill, like that was the ice machine. Real ice, like real life place. So we're going to use a grill. I got a plate that I bought from Walmart. It's a camping plate, but you can put that over your gas stove if you have that option. At home, I don't have it. I got electric stove. So I like cooking here because I get to use that gas. Boil water faster. It gets it hot quicker. You get that good char you want, you know what I mean? Without burning up the pan first. Like, it's cool. Like, I love natural gas. Like, I didn't think of nothing about it at first, but now my next house got to have a natural gas stove and all that because that ain't nothing like that natural gas heat. I'm just saying. So if you've experienced it, then you know what I'm talking about. So we're going to prep the chicken. We'll prep the chicken. We'll make a sauce. And then we'll do our asparagus last, right? And mashed potatoes. That's easy. And these instants, don't tell nobody, these instants. But we're going to make them good like that. Like a boiler. You know what I'm talking about? You got to do what you can with the time you got. They call me, they waited last minute. I wasn't supposed to do this another day. So that's why we kind of jamming all this together. But that's fine. So let's get into it. Okay, guys, we are back. Let me turn this fan off. We are back, and we are getting this chicken prep for this event, actually. So I wanted to bring to your attention real quickly. See that red cutting board? Now, in the culinary world, red is for raw meat. Some people kind of get, real in depth. Red is for red meat. Green is for produce. Fish is blue. White is for ready to eat foods, right? So those are the different colors of cutting boards you may see. Sometimes they have brown for chicken, but in this particular case, they don't have a brown cutting board. So I'm gonna use this red one for raw meat, and we're gonna get our chicken prepped here. Also, um, with this particular recipe, we just kind of keeping the seasoning simple. Um, and also, you'll see my knife not as big as the one I got at home. These little. But we're gonna use what we got to get the job done. So we are butterflying these filleting these chicken strips. I mean chicken breasts. And we're gonna grill them and then finish them in the oven with the sauce. Right. So that's what's going to be for this particular meal. Right. Keep it simple, but yet nice. And that's how we do it. How we do it. So just gonna cutting that extra little tendon off. And I don't like to bite into my chicken and like I get that tendon. That's part of the reason why I don't order the chicken strips from Chick-fil-A no more. Every time I would get chicken strip, that tendon in there. I don't want that. I just want to eat my food. I don't want to fight it. You know what I mean? And if you ain't never noticed it, that means you ain't chewing your food enough times to notice that tendon is in there. Because it's in every one. I done had 3. I've had chicken tenders from there versus everywhere else, and it's only at Chick-fil-A where that little tendon from the chicken breast is in there along with the chicken strip. Like, I don't know how much of the chicken they're using to do whatever, but I wasn't feeling it. So I don't get my chicken fingers from there. I don't really like, since we talking about chicken, I don't really like Cane's. And a lot of people swear by it. I just ain't a fan of Cane's chicken. I go to a place called Flavors Wings. here in my area. I don't know. Don't believe they're nowhere else but in my area. And they have a ton of different flavors for wings. And then you can get like wings all flats. But they basically take a chicken breast like this and cut it up about 6 times and then fry it. And so they call it this they boneless wing. They be huge pieces of chicken too. But they be good. They got cotton candy, butter lemon, garlic, and Raging Ranch. They got that. They got catfish. That fish was good to me. Um, and they have like boudin balls. It's one place I can get a boudin ball from. Let's see what else they got. Anyway, that's one chicken place. And then I'll go to Wingstop. So I'll go get chicken from one place, and then I like Wingstop's fries. I like they little corn, like I don't know what they call them, slices of corn, but it's like Cajun corn. I like that. So I'll venture around my little area to get like the perfect meal that I want when I do want chicken. I'm not a chicken person. I don't really eat chicken like that. I have to have like a taste for chicken. So I would rather have a piece of fish before I would be like, let's go get some chicken. But this particular weekend, I've been on chicken like all weekend. I ain't want nothing but chicken. Normally, we'll grab some tacos and we'll just be in the house. You know what I mean? Because it was one of them chilling weekends. We knew we had some stuff coming up, like the weekend that's coming. But this weekend that passed, nobody had nothing to do. Nobody had to work. Nobody had to. I had something going on, but we didn't have. It wasn't pressing, so we was able to like veg out, watch some TV, and just eat chicken at will. Like, I want me a couple of pieces of chicken, get up and warm up some. It was one of them lazy weekends, and I really enjoyed it. I really, really enjoyed it. Had a good time. Had a good time. Sure did. So we get this chicken cleaned up, and once we do that, we'll get it seasoned up. No particular rhyme or reason on the season this time. We just kind of going with we wanted to have some seasoning on it because we're gonna put it in a sauce, right? And so with um, putting it in a sauce, I definitely one of those seasons we'll use for sure. I think I got some paprika in there. Because I want it to have color, right? I don't want the chicken to just. Y'all know my thing. Y'all know how I am. I do not want chicken. Um, I don't like chicken that does not have color to it. So I got to have some color. So this chicken, I will season it with some smoked paprika or paprika, and then we'll figure out what the rest of it's gonna be. So we got all our chicken basically filleted, ready to go. We're gonna hit it with a little oil, a little seasoning. We'll go from there. We're gonna see what our seasoning is gonna be. I didn't have the regular gloves. I had to use these. Like I say, you got to use what you got in the environment, especially in a professional environment. Make sure you got your gloves on. You know what I mean? You don't want the health inspector, health department to walk in on you and you got your bare hands cooked. That ain't cool. That is not cool. Okay, let's see what we got here. I don't see. Don't really see no paprika, but I got something for it. I got something for it. For sure. For sure got something for it. Let's see. Oh yeah. So we're gonna use some of this roasted garlic and herb, you know, garlic powder, onion powder, and I'm gonna introduce y'all to this. That's gonna give us a little color. Also, that'll give us a little bit of our salt content. So we want to make sure that we don't use too much of it because it's gonna definitely give you what you want as far as that salt. So we're gonna hit it with some oil. Uh-oh, did you see that? Could y'all see that? Y'all ain't even say that. All right, let's see. I'm new to this on location. Hold on, let me see what I get for you. There we go. Now y'all ain't even say nothing, man. All right, we got our garlic powder going in. Onion powder next. Let's see. This will give it a little flair to it. This now this season I ain't never used. I just saw it, picked it up because it said garlic and herb, roasted garlic and herb. So we're gonna see what it see what it give us. I'll put some of that on there. And a little bit of this. Give us a little red color. There we go. So then we'll get gloves on, mix that all up. Let's turn our fire on. Get it smoky. So we just want to kind of get these pieces mixed up. You may have to add more oil when you do it like this. You may not. Totally up to you. I kind of keep the oil content down, right? Because we're going to go on basically like a char griller. Char griller plates. Yeah. Char griller is kind of what this will resemble. So it's going to give us those grill marks. But I don't want it to be too oily because that fire is going to be hot and it's not the traditional grill where it's going to drip, the oil will drip down. It'll just accumulate on the bottom of that plate and start a fire. So we don't want to start no fire. We don't want to alarm nobody. We don't want to, get kicked out of where we at. So we got to, do it right. So we kind of want our chicken to look like this, right? We got a little bit of oil on it. We got season on it. So we're going to make sure our chicken is tossed up real good, seasoned. So we'll sit that off to the side. We'll let our grill plates heat up. While the grill plates are heating up, we will, I'm going to go ahead and get the asparagus cut, get them seasoning. No. Yeah, we'll do the asparagus next. So we'll clean all this up because this is chicken. We're going to get rid of the raw stuff, right? Get all that cleaned up, washed up. Get our stuff washed, and then we'll come back. Okay, and we back. So we're going to get our asparagus ready to go. And we're just going to basically going to cut the ends off of it and stage it because I'm going to grill it, but I'm going to also put it in the oven too. I know this sounds crazy, but the grill is the finish. The oven is the cook. So I'm going to cook it and then finish it I'm going to cook it in the oven, but finish it on a grill because I'm going to hit it with a little seasoning, right? But then I'm going to hit it with some Parmesan cheese and toss it when it comes off these little grill plates. So let me give you a little shot of what's going on. So these are our grill plates we're going to be using, right? I picked these up. So I'm letting them burn for a little bit, get a little bit of it burn off, and hit it with the brush, and we're going to get rolling. But I bought 2 of them from Walmart in a camping section. So if you are able to get fire, like if you have gas and you want to have a grill look on for your food, this is the way to go. This is how I do the burgers and different things like that. And I got the fire up kind of high right now. I'm going to turn it down so it don't smoke as much. And that way, they won't be saying I'm starting a fire here. So that's what we're going to be using here in a minute. We're going to get this asparagus cut. And boom. So I also wanted to draw your attention to you guys. Beware when you go and buy stuff that's already cut, prepackaged. This is how I got this asparagus. Half of the bag ain't even really usable. So you just make sure you pay attention. I'm not going to serve this. So it's kind of a waste, right? But I wasn't paying attention. I grabbed the one I thought I grabbed. I must have put it down. I had three at one point, and I got 2 instead of 3. So I wasn't paying attention. So pay attention. Pay attention to what you're buying, right? Because ultimately that affects you. That affects your bottom line. That affects your cost. You know what I mean? If I had to go back and replace that wasn't in the original, quote for what I'm doing, right? So that would have had to come out of my pocket. So just a little word to the wise. Slow down. Double check your purchases. Even in the store, they have some good stuff. Okay, guys, I want to show y'all this sauce that I'm going to do. And it's real simple. Kind of just somebody just came up with one day on a whim. Somebody was like, what you cooking? So I told them, they was like, is it any kind of sauce or anything to go with that? And I was like, No. But I was like, okay, well, let's make a sauce. And so that's what I came up with. Is this Dijon cream sauce. So what we're gonna do is it's real simple. You got probably a half. I'm using half of this because I'm doing like 20 pieces of chicken. So I gotta keep it small because I'll blow it way out of proportion. So this is all we got right here. Got heavy cream, Dijon mustard. Once the sauce gets warm, we hit it with a little Parmesan cheese. Gangsta, baby. So yeah, that's what this sauce is. And so it don't take nothing to it. Ain't nothing to it now. It's up to you how mustardy you want it, right? I kind of just go with the whole thing because it's just what I do. So it's up to you how mustardy you want it. It's gonna change the color of what you got, right? So look out for the color to change from the white to like a brownish color, like maybe yellowish color, right? And then that's that on that. That's your sauce. So it ain't got to be real fancy. You can keep it simple, but once you get done, it's gonna get this chicken a kick. That ain't nobody. They're gonna be wondering what this is, and you can tell them you got this sauce idea from Chef Jeff on this dope cookie show. So that's gonna be our sauce. We're gonna whisk that up, get that warmed up, right? And then next when we come back, we're gonna do the chicken. Boom. All right, guys, we got our sauce going. We got that working. That's gonna be great. We ain't really even worry about that. Got the sauce going. And also, you could throw some you could throw spinach in there, but you can throw some chopped parsley in here to kind of give it a little color once you do it. But I'm gonna do something different. Maybe not. I don't know yet. Still trying to figure that out. It's still rolling. We just kind of going with how we just kind of little bit by little bit here. So, I don't know, cause it's not really pressing, right? Sometimes, you want to go big, and sometimes you don't have to. And this is one of those particular cases where I don't have to. So, I think the sauce is going to be a knockout on its own, but you always want to go for, uh, you know, you always want to go for a great presentation, right? So let's get our fire turned down just a little bit here. Turn them down. Turn them down. Yeah, so now we got a nice even flame all the way around. We'll go ahead and put our chicken on. Get this party started. Yeah. So you want to lay the chicken on at an angle. And here's the trick to that. Those diamonds that you see on your chicken, on your steaks, that comes from this. It comes from the angle on which the food is laid on the grill and how we flip it, right? So you get it going one way, then you flip it. When you flip it, that'll get the lines to go the other way. It's all in the technique. That ain't what I brought y'all here to show y'all, but since we're talking about it, let's talk about it. So, and even if you lay it sideways, you can still get those grill marks. I learned this at the steakhouse a long time ago, many years ago. Uh, how to lay these like this. So we're gonna let them go right there, like so, like that. And so, as you see, you turn that fire down, and we just let them cook. If you had that fire up real high, caught on fire, they could have burned quick on one side. So you always want to even cook on both sides, right? When you're doing it this way. So you want to give it enough time to, and like I'll show you, as it gets done, the color will change. So it'll go from this pinkish color to like a whitish color, right? Because it's done. So that's what we want to go for. We want to get our grill marks on one side, flip them, and then we'll get the grill marks on the other side, and then we'll come back and we'll get them going in a different direction. So that way we get those diamonds on there if possible. If not, it's still grilled. It doesn't have to be grilled to perfection. It just needs to be grilled. Right? So that's what we on. This dope cookie show, we moving right along with this meal. I'm gonna get some water on for our mashed potatoes. And shoot, we almost through, guys. All right. You see our first flip showing. Got our chicken going. Right. See them lines on there? You see it. You see them lines. And so that's pretty much it. Right. So when you take this and flip it this way, that's going to give you them diamonds. Right. They always say at a 45-degree angle, right? So this way, then flip it that way. Right. You see that? They flip it this way, flip it that way. That'll give you your diamonds, your X's, right? They call them X's. We call them diamonds, depending on who you ask, what chef from what era of time. But this is pretty much it, right? We're gonna get these flipped again, then we're gonna get them in the pan with a sauce. Right? Our sauce is already done. Uh, and so this is a Dijon mustard sauce. I forgot to tell y'all, you gotta watch about that mustard, how much mustard you put in it, because you're gonna have that mustard flavor, that back flavor in the back on the back of that palate. So don't forget about that. Don't forget about that. Let's take a little look. Here's our sauce. Ooh. Sauce ready. Chicken almost ready. And it ain't gonna take no time for the asparagus and the mash. Getting it in. Yeah, there goes some of them grill marks. We got one good one right there. It don't happen all the time. Like I said, I don't have this fire turned up real hot, like we would in a steakhouse. But I just wanted you guys to see kind of what we had going on. These are ready to go. We're gonna add these to the pan, finish it with our sauce on the top, and then we're gonna be ready to put it in the oven, let it sit, get hot, get it all tender and good. We working. Tell y'all something. Do not sleep on them instants. Don't sleep on them. Don't sleep on them, guys. I'm telling you. Don't sleep on them. Okay, guys. So we got our chicken breast done in the sauce, in the oven, going, right? We're working on these mashed potatoes now. And we got our asparagus in the oven, heating up. We're going to pull them out, toss them with some oil, and then throw them on the grill for the final cook, right? Instant mashed potatoes. Instant hot water mashed potatoes, right? But you got to do a little more than that. I learned years ago working in the hospital industry about mashed potatoes. There was this one lady. Her name was Teresa. This lady can make instant mashed potatoes look like regular mashed potatoes, and they had like a little design in them and everything. This lady was cold with the mashed potatoes. So I have developed since then that yes, the old fashioned way is great, but instant mashed potatoes even and it's better too. It's good too. So either way, it depends on who you are and what you're looking for. You know what I mean? There are times where I do the instance over the. I mean, there are times where I do the old fashioned way, boiled potatoes, wait till they break down, and I mix them up in the pot. You know what I'm saying? I get that whole thing going. But for this particular instance, instant mashed potatoes, hot water, butter, and the heavy cream. That's it. I'm talking about that's it. Um, I normally boil my water and then just take off of it as I, see fit. If, how I want my mashed potatoes to be, if I want them to be a little runny, if I want them to be thick. So look, I'm from Missouri, right? And I don't know what mashed potatoes supposed to have gravy. Folks down here in Texas be like, I don't want no gravy on mashed potatoes. Doc hates gravy. Like if I make mashed potatoes at home, that's another reason why I do them instant because I do go through all that, and then I got to make some gravy. I'm talking about some rich, thick, brown beef gravy. I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying? They don't be with it. So I just be making the record, these quick little instant. That's why I got so good at these instant mashed potatoes. Shout out to Risa, Chris B. But that's how I got good at these instant mashed potatoes because they don't want no gravy, so I ain't gonna put in no extra work, right? Why not? I think it kind of defeats the purpose of having mashed potatoes and gravy. For this particular instance, we just doing mashed potatoes because I'm gonna throw the asparagus on top. The cream, the sauce from the chicken will suffice as a little bit of the gravy for those that want it, and we in there, right? So we're gonna get these mashed potatoes put in them. We're gonna get them mixed up because they're almost done. I'm gonna show you those in a second, and then we're gonna throw them in the oven, keep them warm. Asparagus the last thing. Lunch supposed to be served at 12. We coming along real good. So this dope cooking show, we steady moving and grooving, guys. We own this. We doing this thing for real. See that little design in the pan? Yeah, they taught me that when I worked at the hospital. Make them look good. Okay, guys, as you can see, we got our asparagus on the grill, and they're not gonna be on there long. I just kind of want them to get a little char on them, and then after that, we're gonna pull them, pan them, and then throw some Parmesan cheese over the top. So I use Parmesan cheese and lemon pepper for this particular idea. So, like I say, you don't want them to stay on there long. I'm gonna go ahead and cut the fire because there's enough heat in those grates that'll cook them like I need them to. So just some little extra idea, to throw in the mix when trying to figure out different ways to prepare your vegetables. Because it don't always have to be steamed. It don't always have to be fried. You can grill it. It'll come out good. Now, I put these in the oven first. And so I could have just left them and just put them right on this grill, but I kind of wanted to see how they would turn out when I did them both ways, a little bit of each. So here we are. That's what we got.
It's all good. Big fella ain't got no fork.
This dope cooking show. Here we go, folks. Grilled chicken with a Dijon sauce, mashed potatoes, grilled asparagus, and of course some green beans to top it all off. Thank y'all for joining me this week. This dope cooking show. We'll catch y'all next week, Tuesday, 5:30. Peace.